Okay, so wait, let me think for a second. 16th. January 23rd, 2010 was a Saturday. And what happened on that lovely Saturday was we had to skate for a Girl Scout exhibition. So I was a figure skater, and the Girl Scouts would come to the ice rink that morning, and we would perform for them. And I remember that night before, I had gotten in a fight with the guy I was dating at the time. It was over something really stupid. And my mom had bought this, like, container of, or like this, like, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was like a whipped cream container of frosting. So I was like, you know what? I'm mad at a guy. Like, I've heard, it was my first relationship. So I was like, I've heard when you're mad at a guy, you can, like, eat anything you want. So I basically took the thing and put it in my mouth and, like, sprayed half the frosting. And then my mom, when I got home, like I said, oh, I ate some of that. She's like, you didn't put it in your mouth, did you? Because I'm using that for the bake sale tomorrow at the Girl Scout exhibition. And I'm like, no, I didn't put that in my mouth. Are you kidding? Why would I do that? Well, I saw those lovely cupcakes at the Girl Scout exhibition the next day, and I'm thinking, gross. So we had to skate there. And then later that day, we actually skated at a Green Bay Gamblers game. So we had 2 exhibitions in one day. And at that time, we were skating to the song Poker Face by Lady Gaga. And we moved up 2 levels. So we were used to be open juve, and then we moved up to novice in the synchronized figure skating world. And we were not as good because we moved up levels, and we had to do a lot of harder things and really work together. We had younger people on our team at the time too. And then I wanted to ditch skating early because I was, I was 15 and I'm cool, and, I'm not like, oh, I have to be at skating all the time anymore, and I'm in high school. So I decided to leave the Gambler game early right after we performed and not go to practice that night, because we were going to have practice that night till like 11 p.m. because we had our Midwestern sectionals competition coming up after that. And I had got my parents to get me out of practice so I could go to a high school dance. So I got out of that and then ran to the dance, and then kind of told my boyfriend off and said, he tried to pull something like that again. Nope. And then all the friends were like, okay. And I'm like, all right, let's go dance. So my mom and dad dropped me off at downtown Green Bay at the KI Center. And yeah, we went and danced the night away with some friends. And I skipped figure skating practice. So that was probably pretty bad. And then the next day, of course, is my mom's birthday. So it was, the day before that too, so on the 22nd, my mom and dad were gone when I came back from that awful date, and because were having a birthday party for her and another mom at the figure skating team, because they share the same birthday. So I was kind of home alone and everything, and then we celebrated my mom's birthday on Sunday, more or less, with like the family instead of like her friends and stuff. So that was my January 23rd, 2010.